Hi, brothers and sisters. My name is Henry Sewinya. I'm very glad to share this testimony with you. I wished for so long to share this message with people, but I was hoping in me that maybe I'll share when I grow up. But I'm very glad that Jessica allowed me to share this with you. God has done a lot in my life. Starting when I was still young, I have never had love for my parents, and they never loved me too. I remember when I was young, my mom took me to my grandma, the one who gave birth to my dad, and it's like we were so mean there, and they didn't know even our names. And my dad had given birth to more than 30, there were 30 boys and something like 20 girls. So we were very many, and no one took care of us, and I was the only one from my mom. So my stepmothers mistreated me, and I always prayed for God to make a miracle in my life. My mom had to take me from there because she wanted me to go to school, and I was still so young. So we went to some far villages, I remember, when I was so young, and I got a chance to go to some school, and still they were asking her for money which she couldn't afford. So she came to the city, and she went to her father, my grandpa, and her father didn't want me because I wasn't a Muslim, and he was a strong Muslim. So he told her that Henry should go from here. I don't want any boy who is a pagan in my family. So take your son away. You can take him back to the village and you come back. I don't want your son here. So my mom didn't want me to go back and just be there without studying. So she brought me, she went to some friends. She asked for assistance to live there for a while she's looking for some money to take me to school. We were 5. She had one boy, who is my older brother, is in the States with his dad, and the 3 boys who are younger. For them, they are also in London with their dad. We had different fathers. The way I came to Omega, my mom looked for a chance, and we lived far from this area. This area is called Namasuba, and she wanted me to get a school, and there was no chance. So she had some friends in Namasuba, this area. Then she came to live with them for a while she's looking for money for school fees. And when she reached there, it was like the girls used to mistreat her very badly, and they used to slap me very badly, and she didn't like it. Though she was also very cruel sometimes. Like, she used to tell me words which break my heart. Like, I don't want to see you. It's your father used me when I was still young, and you're a big problem to me. And I used to feel bad, and I hoped I could go far away from her, and maybe I hated people seriously. And one day we were very hungry at home. We had spent the whole night without eating, and she woke up in the morning. She told me, you stay there. I had to take care of the little baby girl for one of the ladies we were living with. And she walked all the way from that area, Namasuba. She was looking for a place where I can stay or get food, like something to eat, because we were very hungry. And she reached across some church, Liberty Church. And when she reached there, it's like the spirit told her, you go further. You go further. So she came. This was a bush all around. The church was not developed. So she jumped some trenches until when she reached this church. She was still continuing, but she felt tired immediately. And she said, let me go and rest in the church and sit for a while. And she entered the church, and she sat there and she started crying. And some woman in the office, there was some lady, she was an usher, though she went away from this church. Then she asked her, why are you crying? My mom had to explain everything, that I'm very poor, but my dad is able to take care of me, but he is not able to take care of my son, because my son is a pagan. My dad wants Muslims only in the family. So he told me that he doesn't want that boy in the family. I should take him away. And then the lady was touched. She prayed for her, and then she gave her some beans and portion. And when she brought them at home, that day we were very glad, because that was a miracle from God. And when these two ladies, they were still girls by then, but they were in campus. When they came back, they were very mad at her. They slapped me seriously. They said, "You are shaming us. How can you go telling people that you are angry? You are shaming us. Can't you wait for us to come back? If we've got money, we'll buy food. But no need for you to go and shame us in public that you don't have food." My mom had to explain that I was very hungry. My son yesterday he just took porridge with nothing to eat. So I had to go and look for something for him to eat. Then my mom, the school was about to start, it was just starting. My mom came here and told them that I have a son and my son needs to go to school. I don't have anywhere to put him, so I just pray that God may make a way for him to have studies in life. So my mom brought me here. I went to the office. They told me, "You can be studying," because the school was just starting. We were very few, like 10 in the class. And then I was very happy that day, because I got a chance of studying in the class. Though I had got a chance once, but they told me, "Can you manage P4, primary 4? Yeah, I said, "Yeah, I can manage." They took me to primary 4, and I was doing good, so they told me to stay there. By then, Sister Rebecca was still a teacher. She had just started teaching here in primary 4, so she loved me very much. And my mom, when we went back there as the girls, they were very mad again. They told her, "We don't want to see you again here. You are shaming us. You're asking for help. You go with your son. We don't want to see you." And then my mom had no option to go anywhere, because she had no friend around, and she wanted me to stay here study. So I was happy here. I was drumming, I remember, in the service. So it's like it was around lunchtime. Then I looked behind. I saw my mom crying seriously, standing before Pastor Mike's church. She was crying. I was scared. I said, "What's the problem again?" Because my life I have lived in terror, misery, and I don't want to see my mom again crying here. This is the chance God has given me. Then when we ended worshiping and praising, they called me, and my mom was like, "Henry, they have sent me away from the home and I have nowhere to put you. So I've been crying to the pastor that maybe you can stay here." By then the church didn't have any doors. The church was open, and it was a bush around here. It was a swamp with only trenches. So I was very happy, because I had wanted to be at least alone somewhere, because my mom used to slap me very badly, and I was a big problem to her, because sometimes she was stressed by the situation, that she couldn't handle it, and people could just grab her. When she gets a big stick, she could beat me badly, and people from neighbors could come and grab her, because she was always angry. Said, "I don't have anything to do with you. Your dad spoiled my future." What? And I always felt bad. And when she told me that I'm going to leave you here, the pastor has agreed that maybe you can stay in the church you'll be staying for a church. Maybe someone will pick you from there and take you. This is the family I've given you. I can't mentor you as a mother. I'm sorry, son. I remember those words when she was going. I was still young. Said, "I'm sorry, but for all along I have prayed, and the Lord told me that He will give you a family which will love you and care for you. So Henry, I'm sorry I have to leave you here. Be a good boy. You never know, one time you'll see me again." I was happy by then, because She had never had a motherly love for me, and I felt okay. I said, okay, mom. So I came. She didn't leave me with anything, just the shirt I put on that day, and only that, and the trouser. But I was happy. I entered the church. I sat there. After school ended, I came here and I was looking for where I can sleep. There were just 12 forms, benches. Yeah. But and when night came, night was very bad for me, because you could only hear sound of frogs, because this was a swamp and trenches were passing through the church. So I could sleep, and always in terror of snakes, because during the day they could kill big snakes around the church. And sometimes, because this is the place where I used to sleep, and there were, every night when you're sleeping you may feel something very cold, and you jump out and it's a big frog. So I lived in terror, and sometimes I could stay the whole night seated in the chair because I was afraid, and I could roll myself in this carpet because I was always afraid. And mosquitoes used to bite me very badly, but God was with me every day, because many children here in Breast Valley were being taken, suffering from malaria, and maybe they have lost blood in their bodies, but God protected me that every day I lost like a liter of blood, because my face, every night I could wipe away mosquitoes and blood was full in my hand. So people were just amazed, because they used to come in the morning service and they see me lying there with mosquitoes, and even me, I wonder that I never got sick of malaria or what, and I never took medicine. I lived on there, and to cut the message short, one day as I was getting used to the situation, there was a certain preacher who came. There used to be a morning service here, and while he was preaching, I was still sleeping here. He woke me up. He was from England. He woke me up. He was called Pastor Wesley. Then he called me in front and said, "Church, do you see this boy?" He said yes, because there were a few people around here who had come for morning prayers. I have one thing for this boy, which the Lord wants me to give him. And then he told them, "You bow your heads. The Lord wants to give this boy a family and a mother who can love him." Then they prayed for me. Yeah, I felt okay. I went away, because sometimes I could feel ashamed when my fellow students find me rolling in the carpet, waking me up. Some were very stubborn. They come, they jump around you, and I could try to wake up very early and go to the class. So I was going to P5. That's when a team from US came to Uganda, and indeed I was surprised of seeing these Bazungus who loved the Uganda. I had never received that love in my entire life, and indeed I was very surprised, because I remember Scott, Anton, Angie, Denise, Roxanne. I was very amazed. They loved me very much. They used to carry me, and I always wondered, how can people love each other like this? Because I've never been hugged in my entire life. I've never been carried. I was always surprised, and I remember when they went back to US, I cried for a whole week because I missed them very badly. But then, after some years, when they came back, I was P6. That's when Mom Roxanne came back with the team, and indeed, maybe this time the Lord wanted her to be my family. She showed me the love I've never seen, and she was the first person on earth to give me a peck, and I was very surprised because I had never received it in life, and she loved me very much, and she was the first person to give me a mattress and bed sheets, and she took me to a school I liked. I was really very happy. And when she called me son, and I love you son, those words really sounded always when I moved. I had those words sounding in my heart. I could be like, oh God, you've answered my prayers. Though I have never hoped that maybe I'll get a family which will love me, but you've given it to me. I was always very happy. And I said, God, you've given me testimony. Maybe I'll share it when I grow up. And I had it in my mind. And so when to go back, Pastor Michael told me to go up to the church office, because they had a certain home where they kept some boys and girls. So he told me to go and live there for a while with the girls. But when I reached there, they were not good to see me. They were not good towards me, because I remember they used to call me the street boy, and they hated me very much. Though some loved me, but the ones who were in charge, like you saw the lady who sang here, God is just changing her. She used to be very mad at me. She could slap me very badly, throw my mattress out, and I had to come back here. People were like, Pastor Michael was like, why did you come back here? I told him, this is my home. I love here. I don't love that place. And I enjoyed here, though sometimes I could sleep hungry, but I really enjoyed here. And whenever I thought of my family abroad, I was really very happy. And after some time, God helped me. I went into the candidate class, that primary 7. I used to do very well, though I had missed the first years. I used to do very well because I was among the best 5 candidates, and the school liked me. I competed very well in P7, and when I went to secondary, my mom Roxanne took me to a certain school. That's where I've been, and God has been so great in my life, and I'm encouraging many people. And continue telling you about the visitors who came. I was really touched, and many Ugandans I know, many orphans were touched, because they have never got a chance of getting people who can love them like that. And I remember Angie and many of them, Kent, Galloway, and when this team came this time, we were very happy to see my sister Jessica and Brianna. We have the great youth pastor in the whole world. Will Levi is such a friendly person, so we always enjoyed you people coming to see us, and I think you've given us testimonies to tell to our fellow students who are going through such problems. And another thing, I would like to thank God that He has always been answering my prayers, because I remember I used to pray, and sometimes it's like you pray and you see things are not working out, and you insist and things are just worsening. But when you don't give up, there's always a hope. Because I remember I used to, when I was young, I used to pray walking around this pulpit. I used to imitate people, like when I see them walking, praying. So I loved that, and I could imitate them doing that. And really, God is a paying God, and He paid me with love, and really that's what my life needed. I needed a person who could love me, and God has brought many people, Jennifer and Marissa, and God has been a blessing to us. And I thank Him for my studies, because I've now gone to the higher level, O-level, and I've been doing well. Really, I can't expect that, because when I see my background, everything is just a miracle to me. And when I'm always at school, God has really been with me in many things. I thank God that every time when I'm with my classmates, you know the habits some youths have, like at my school. It's bad to speak bad about your school, but I would say that my school has not been that good school in behaviors. Like most of the children take drugs like alcohol, marijuana, cigarettes, and in my dormitories, it's like we are only two who don't do that. We are only two, and really, I just find myself that I can't do that. That's not me, because of the testimony God has put on me, and because of what God has done to me, and because of my mom. Because really, when I think of everything, it's like I'm denying her love when I do such. So I've always been so blessed by God in many ways, and I thank God very much. Because when I remember one day I stood in class to give my testimony, and I got run out of the words, because it's like maybe I'll get ashamed by what I've gone through. Many of them will start avoiding me, and I said no, I'll give my testimony in the future, maybe when I'm well off. But Jessica gave me this chance, and I feel so blessed, because it's like a ministry to me, because I've longed for so much to tell people what God has brought me, where He has brought me from, and what He has done to me. And what I'm encouraging you, my fellow youths, I know sometimes we go through a lot where people, no one can understand, and you're going through painful situations, you sleep hungry, and you can't tell anyone. You just smile at them, and some of them will just pity at you, like, this boy is suffering, and you have one shot in life, and you're suffering a lot. But always, prayer is a key for everything. Because for me, in many things, I think what I am is not what I was meant to be, but prayer has made me what I am. And I remember Pastor Michael one day preached about prayer. I wasn't good at praying because I could run short of words. I could speak like, oh Jesus, I love you, what. Keep my mom, Roxanne, Marisa, Brianna, that's all. But when I went deeper in prayer, God taught me how to pray. And every time I go in prayer, sometimes you pray and you feel like you're on the wall, your prayers can't go through, and you're just pushing. But when you insist and you keep praying, there is always a reward for you. And I really thank God for my life, and for yours too. And I know that God is going to do wonders in your life, and He will keeping you growing in the spirit. Because thank God for Clark Kent. I call him Clark Kent, but he's Galloway. For he has been mentoring me on internet by sending messages, and those messages have pushed me far in prayer, and they have guided me in Christ. So I thank God for that, and I thank God for my mom, because she's the best gift God has ever given me. Mom Roxanne is everything. I love her very much, and I thank God for her love, because every time when I'm going through hard situations, like many things, as youths, you need this, and sometimes you give up. But when she sends a message and says, son, I love you, I just feel like everything is okay. So I thank God for that. I'm now completing my high level, that's high school there. So I hope to join college, and I know God will make a way for me, because He has always been a wonderful God. He has never shamed me, and I thank Him for that. I love you all, and thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Levi. We love you very much. You are youth pastors too, because we love you very much. God bless you.